Coming up next on We Are Fresno Live, a choral group fit for kings. We'll hear from the choir of Royal Holloway.
And a local film about a delusional sociopath premieres this week. We will preview The Mystic and talk with director Robert J. Thiessen.
Plus, what's for dinner tonight? The chefs at Noah's Grill show us how to make hummus. We Are Fresno Live starts right now.
This is We Are Fresno, live on KC24. News that matters.
Good afternoon and welcome to We Are Fresno Live.
We begin today with the story of a local pastor who took his ministry from the church pulpit to the streets and impacted hundreds of lives.
It's a powerful story that will soon be told on the big screen. It was spring of 1992. The world watched as riots erupted in Southern California after the acquittal of 4 officers in the Rodney King beating. The violence spread to other communities, including Fresno, and the pastor Roger Manassian had a vision.
And the vision was of Jesus walking this mall and the streets of the city and weeping over the gang young men.
That vision soon became a calling.
I just came to the conviction that I needed to leave my church where I was pastoring and start an organization to do this.
Roger started Hope Now for Youth, a Christian-based program offering jobs to gang members.
Our job at Hope Now was to put caring into their lives. That was the most important thing we did. We might hand out 10 business cards. We might get 2 telephone calls.
Roger and his staff would walk the Fulton Mall, finding young men who had become lost.
We needed to give them the hope. They needed to know there was a hope. There was something different.
That difference has provided jobs for hundreds of former gang members. It inspired Roger to write a book, which is now a movie.
Santos, what's wrong? You look like you've been up all night.
Can you get me a job?
That depends on you.
Well, I need a job. Real job.
Come with me.
Emmy Award-winning actor Michael Badalucco portrays the Reverend Roger Manassian in the film Finding Hope Now, a 2.5-year project that is now complete and ready for release.
This is the way God works. A person who knew nothing about filmmaking was called to make a film about a guy who knew nothing about gang members.
The powerful film profiles Roger and his effort to transform the life of one young gang member. It offers hope and a message that he hopes will spread.
I never saw these kids as hopeless. I always saw them as hopeful. I always saw them as what they could be, not what they were or what they had done.
Finding Hope Now has been selected as one of 50 films to be featured at the 44th Annual Houston World Fest Film Festival this week. It's hoped the film will be picked up in the theaters and a portion of the proceeds will benefit Hope Now for Youth. For more on the film and how you can help, go to our website and click on news links. Faith?
The choir of Royal Holloway is considered one of the best college choirs in the UK, and they're in Fresno tonight for a concert. Fresno City College is hosting the 24-member choir that's been described as breathtaking and truly fabulous. Lindsay Pena is live at the Shrine of St. Therese in the Tower District with a preview. Hello, Lindsay.
Hi, Faith. I have to tell you, I was treated to a bit of a performance earlier, and you're going to be absolutely blown away in a few minutes when you hear the choir sing. This is just one stop of only a few that the choir is making here in California. Joining me right now is choir director Rupert Goff to tell us about why you guys are here in Fresno.
Well, this is the first time for the choir in California. And 2 years ago we were performing on the East Coast, and the college, we have a huge collection of Victorian paintings, and they've been traveling around the United States for the last 3 years, and we're going to be appearing in the West Coast. That didn't happen in the end, but we thought we'd have the choir here anyway. So
what exactly has it been like, you guys being here on the West Coast this past week?
It's a great experience. I mean, most of these people haven't been to the States before. So I think none of them have been maybe to the West Coast. And we all see it in the movies and on the television, so it's great to see it in real life.
And it's a treat for us to have you here as well. What can people expect if they do decide to come out tonight?
Quite a mixture. I mean, we're singing early English music, but at the same time some new choral discoveries. We've been making lots of recordings recently of music from the Baltic states and Sweden, and lots of beautiful new music. So we'd like to introduce our audiences to something new that they're really going to enjoy.
All right. So what will you be singing right now?
We've got a short little piece by the Estonian composer Arvo Pärt, which is called Bogorodice Dievo.
Okay. Please take it away. Wow, absolutely beautiful. One night and one night only. Don't miss your chance to hear these people in person. Faith, back to you.
All right, thanks, Lindsay. The choir of Royal Holloway from the University of London will perform tonight at 7. The Shrine of St. Teresa's in Fresno's Tower District at Washan and Floridora. The concert is free, but donations will be accepted at the door. For more information, go to this website, choir.co.uk, and they sounded so great over the microphone. Just imagine how it would sound in person.
Oh, absolutely beautiful. What a great treat to have them here. Still ahead on We Are Fresno Live, AJ will join us with a look at the forecast.
Plus, marketing campaigns that target young girls.
This is We Are Fresno Live with Stephanie Baruzian, Faith Sidlow, and the entire KC24 News team, bringing you the people, places, and spirit of the Valley. This is We Are Fresno Live.
KC24Rewards.com, the website that pays you back.
Future Ford of Clovis is the Valley's new destination for pre-owned vehicles in 2011. Right now, we have 5 vehicles under $59.88, 8 under $89.88, and 12 under $99.88. See us first, or you may pay too much, or online 24/7.
Why settle for plain bread when you can have Pillsbury Grand's Flaky Layers biscuits? The warm, light, delicate layers are like nothing else. Add a layer of excitement to your next meal.
Pillsbury cinnamon rolls with Cinnabon cinnamon have such a sweet and delicious aroma that my family can't wait to get their hands on them. Enjoy Cinnabon cinnamon, now in all Pillsbury cinnamon rolls.
Tuesdays at KFC, get our chicken and corn special. A freshly cooked drumstick and thigh, mashed potatoes with gravy, biscuit, and a sweet corn cobbette. Our chicken and corn special. Tuesdays, only at KFC.
S-O-G-O-O-D, good.
Your country. Your California. Your valley. Your money. Your talk station. 105.9 FM. Listen. Talk Radio 105.9. The FM KNJ.
When Biggest Loser hits New Zealand, the contestants are up for anything. And for Jillian, little payback.
This is a bad idea!
New Biggest Loser couples, tonight at 8/7 Central on NBC.
You're not going to finish high school. You're not going to go to college.
Tonight, there are some things
Not letting you leave with this loser! Amber, what are you... Mom.
you just can't protect them from. New Parenthood, tonight 10/9 Central on NBC.
From KC24, this is We Are Fresno, live.
And welcome back to We Are Fresno Live.
In the headlines at this hour, there was a memorial service in the South Valley for the 2 Navy officers killed last week. Joe and Paniker has a look at some of the stories we're working on today.
Hi, Faith. Yeah, Lieutenant Matthew Lowe and Lieutenant Nathan Williams both died last week when their FA-18 Super Hornet crashed near the Lemoore Naval Air Base. Now, a private memorial took place at the base this morning. The two were on a routine training flight practicing for an upcoming air show at the time of the accident. There's still no word on how the crash happened, and the investigation could take months to complete. Egypt's government is in transition. We caught up with a local man who just left the riot-ravaged country. He says protests continue to happen, but progress is very slow. At the same time, former President Hosni Mubarak was admitted to a hospital with heart problems. And Club One Casino is under fire tonight. More than 20 current and former employees have come forward alleging race and age discrimination. 2 separate class action suits have been filed against the casino. And we've all heard that sex sells, but when it comes to children, how far is too far? It's a question every parent has to ask themselves before buying the latest trend. Experts say in the last 5 years, marketing to young girls has become more sexualized. Children's products bring in more than $17 billion a year. And coming up at 6, we'll hear from parents who say their girls are being exposed to adult images way too soon. And that's a look at our top 4 stories making headlines at 4. I'm Joe Paniker in the newsroom. AJ now joins us with our forecast. AJ.
Thanks, Jovan. And it does look like things are going to change for us. A little hiccup in the road temperature-wise. Today, we did break into the 70s. We're at 70 degrees right now. Southwest wind at just 5 miles an hour. A little bit of cloudiness and maybe some rain for the Pacific Northwest and possibly Northern California. But we're going to stay dry. Notice that Futurecast has a little bit of shower activity north of the Bay Area, staying well north of us, and no real chance at showers. But the cool air is definitely going to be coming our way. Your 4-day allergy forecast is going to be in the high range right on through and starting into the weekend. Oak, ash, and juniper, the predominant pollens. Here's your forecast tonight. Clear skies. 45 will be the overnight low. Northwest wind 5 to 15 miles per hour. A little stronger on that breeze tomorrow, up to 10 to 15 miles per hour. Certainly cooler temperature-wise. 63 will be the high over the next 7 days. You can expect that our temperatures are going to get into the mid-70s by the time Friday rolls around, and we'll hit 76 on Saturday, 77 on Sunday. The breeze may kick back up, but our temperatures will stay in the normal mid-70s. And we'll have another look at your forecast coming up at 5. Faith and Stephanie, back to you.
AJ, thank you. And still ahead, we'll show you how to make hummus in today's What's for Dinner segment.
Plus, we will meet the local filmmaker whose movie The Mystic premieres this week. And have any comments or story ideas? Send an email to us at wearefresno@kc.com.
Announcing the Ross Unbeatable Shoe Event. You'll find the brands you love, an incredible selection of the latest spring styles, all at a fraction of what you'd pay elsewhere. The Ross Unbeatable Shoe Event. Don't miss it.
What are you doing?
Fixing a name. It's fiber none.
Looks like one.
Well, I know. Put an N there.
Ah, Fiber One Honey Cluster cereal. That's really good.
It tastes good, so there can't be fiber in it.
It's actually got about half a day's worth of fiber.
It says so right in the box.
Really? Try it.
Honey, touch of brown sugar, crunchy clusters.
Any cardboard?
Cardboard, no. Delicious, yes.
So where's the fiber? Maybe it's in the honey clusters.
Fiber One. Cardboard, no. Delicious, yes. Your car need painting after this long, rough winter? Save $50 on Maaco's most economical paint service. Now only $249. And if you want the best, save $500 on our base coat, clear coat, factory platinum service. Call today to take advantage of these great offers.
Come here.
Using Frontline Plus shows your pet you care by unleashing a complete killing force against fleas and ticks. And not just adult fleas. What makes Frontline Plus complete is that it breaks the flea life cycle, killing adults, eggs, and larvae. And it keeps killing fleas and ticks all month long. That's why it's the #1 choice of vets for their pets and yours. Unleash a complete killing force in every dose of Frontline Plus.
Don't miss the Ross Unbeatable Shoe Event. You'll find an incredible selection of the latest spring styles for women, men, and kids at a fraction of what you pay elsewhere. The Ross Unbeatable Shoe Event, on now.
From KC24, this is We Are Fresno, live.
Central Valley filmmaker Robert J. Thiessen will premiere his film, The Mystic, Thursday night. He joins us now in the studio to talk about the film, The Mystic. So nice to have you here with us.
Good to be here. Thank you for having me.
Well, okay, so you are a graduate of Fresno State, both your undergraduate degree and your graduate degree in the Mass Communication and Journalism Department.
That's right.
Always wanted to be a filmmaker?
I always wanted to be a filmmaker. I always wanted to be more on the entertainment side than news and documentary style.
And it sounds like you have actually accomplished that. You've made this movie. It's called The Mystic. Let's take a look at the clip first.
Okay.
Death doesn't lie. You can't fake death. Death is the final curtain call. No mistakes. No encores.
Okay, I have to tell you, Robert, I am going to the premiere. A friend of mine invited me to go. It's sold out, by the way, as you know. I hate horror movies. So am I going to have a problem with this?
I think anybody who's like PG-13, I think you're going to be fine, because it's more like it's a suspense thriller, but it's got a lot of comedy elements in it. And the thing I haven't told the public yet, so this is the first time I'm actually going to reveal this, is that it's more of a comic book movie. So like Spider-Man or Batman, except we're focusing on the villain.
Okay, so I'm not going to have nightmares, because I get goosebumps when I watch your trailer. No nightmares.
I think you'll be fine.
Okay. All right. So what went into the making of this movie?
Well, we used all local actors from Fresno. We shot all over the Fresno area. We even shot in Chowchilla. We shot out in the country for some of the other scenes. The great, you see like windmills and stuff in the teaser. That's kind of a teaser trailer. It doesn't really reveal the movie too much. But you'll see like we have this whole windmill like contraptions where the killer's like chasing people like through the whole maze of things. So
there is
it's wild.
Some suspense. Matt Ostott, our morning anchor here at KC24, has a role in the movie. Tell us about that.
That's right. He plays a college professor, and there's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of comedy in it. So he's kind of a comedian too. So I kind of just let him just kind of go, kind of ad-lib a little bit.
You let Matt loose.
Just let him go. That's about all you can do with him.
All right. And when people do go to this movie, it's only playing on the big screen on Thursday, right? And then what?
That's correct. So we have our big premiere. This is going to be Thursday at the Sierra Vista Cinemas out in Clovis, and we have attendance of about 300 people. We're going to be there, and it's completely sold out. But if anybody can't get into the premiere on Friday night, which is the following night, we have a CD release after party, which we're going to debut our soundtrack, which I actually also wrote the music. I wrote and directed the movie, but I'm also a music composer.
Wow.
And then we're going to have live bands playing there that are also on the soundtrack with me that cover the songs on the soundtrack. But it's free to the public. It's a no cover charge. That's at Twist at 9:30. And it's just open for everybody.
Okay, well, when you say it's a CD release party, does that mean that's where you can buy the CD or the DVD?
Exactly. We'll have the CD of the music. So the movie's not released yet.
Ah, okay, but then it will be released to DVD.
As far as I know, I'm still working on that. So I still have meetings, in the LA area, so we're still working that part out.
All right. Well, Robert, we wish you the best of luck with this one. I'm excited to see it.
Well,
I hope I don't have nightmares.
Well, there might be a couple of things.
Okay. For information on The Mystic, check out this website, themysticmovie.com. Thursday night's premiere, as Robert said, is sold out, but there is a CD release party Friday night. It takes place at Twist Restaurant and Lounge in North Fresno. And it's that time of the day to start thinking about dinner. Stephanie?
Yeah, that's right, Faith. You know that. In fact, she joined up with Ray from Noah's Restaurant for tonight's What's for Dinner segment.
We're inside the kitchen at Noah's Bar and Grill. I want you to meet Nikki and Ray, and they're going to show us how to prepare hummus. It's a fantastic dish. I'll let you get started. And Ray, hummus has very historic beginnings.
Well, the hummus, the farmers overseas in the Middle East, they call it the poor man protein.
Four-man protein.
Because they cannot afford to buy the meat.
Instead, they use garbanzo beans or chickpeas for the protein. Nikki starts with a little garlic and salt, which she chops in a food processor. Then she adds a scoop of tahini sauce or sesame paste, which you can find in Middle Eastern markets, and some lemon juice. Another quick pulse of the food processor, and then it's time to add the protein. The garbanzo beans, which have been soaked in water overnight with a little cumin, or you can use canned chickpeas. Nikki adds some olive oil and blends the ingredients again. So you need a little more water, okay, because it's a little too thick?
Yes.
It was that easy.
It was that easy. And this is the hummus. Now she's putting it to serve it in the traditional way.
The traditional way is to make a nest in the middle of the hummus for the topping. Ray has the technique down. And you take the spoon.
Dab it in the middle.
Looks pretty fancy, okay.
In this way you are getting nice edges like this. And then...
Oh, you turn the bowl.
Turn the bowl around.
Oh. Now it's time for the toppings.
Traditional hummus, it comes with paprika.
Okay,
a little paprika. So we usually use that. You can go like this.
After the paprika, we add some olive oil, parsley, and really anything else you'd like. Tomatoes, ground beef with pine nuts, even salsa. Serve it with pita chips, tortilla chips, or flatbread, and you have a perfect snack. Or you can make hummus into a meal.
The same way, you can dress it up, and we can put the color on it. And you can always do the peace sign. And that's the traditional looks of the hummus. And then you can use, you can use this one here. What you do is it's a ground beef with chopped onion and some cumin, and that's a very nice mix.
Yeah, great combination.
And you can add the salt, whatever you want. We add the pine nuts because anything with pine nuts is good.
Yes, it is.
And then you can do that in the middle.
And what do after you've prepared enough hummus for an army? Well, you eat it, of course.
Well, let's start taste the fabulous hummus you made.
Oh, I just can't wait. I wish it looked as pretty as the one that you made, though. Thank you so much. It's a hummus that's so easy to make at home, and it could be served throughout the day.
Absolutely. And you can just dip in.
Well, I've already started.
And
cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, you really could make a meal out of that. Looks delicious. Well, today we are celebrating National Licorice Day. I guess we've moved on to dessert. And when we come back, Christina Lesby investigates the popularity of this chewy red or black candy.
Do you need individual health insurance that makes sense for you? With all the uncertainty around healthcare, Anthem Blue Cross is a trusted choice, offering plans to help fit your needs and budget.
When I started my own business, Anthem Blue Cross helped me compare plans, and my personal doctor was in their large network. Later, when I needed surgery, I didn't worry about my savings or my bottom line.
And if you're retiring early or just starting in a new direction, Anthem Blue Cross gives you nationwide access to doctors and hospitals and a commitment to service and value.
I had a little health scare recently. My doctor ran some tests and changed my prescription. And now, I'm back in the game.
And you can choose plans with preventive care to help keep your family and your budget healthy.
Because with kids, you never know what will happen.
Join all the people who depend on Anthem Blue Cross.
For a free rate quote, contact your local agent, call 1-866-352-8423, or visit us online at anthem.com/planforme.
His magazine with Coors Light, Saladinos, Mega Prince, and Mercedes-Benz of Fresno presents Spring Teeny 2011, Saturday, April 16th at the Park Place Shopping Center at Palm and Needs. Get great food and signature martinis from the best restaurants in town. Plus, the Mia Bella Fashion Show and live music from Callie Rose in session. Purchase your $25 tickets now at the Laundry Room, Eureka Burger, and these Fresno businesses. Part of the proceeds benefit Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Central California. Spring Teeny 2011. Be there.
From KC24, this is We Are Fresno, live.
I bet you didn't know today is National Licorice Day, and so we're celebrating. Most of us know it's best in candy form, but licorice dates back to ancient Egypt and was used as medicine, curing coughs, sore throats, and even upset stomachs. I didn't know that.
Lots of good things. Well, while it's old, licorice has not lost its flavor. It's still wildly popular. Christina Lusby went to the candy store and has more on the love for licorice.
It has roots in everything and comes in various forms. Licorice began as medicine, but found its way into the candy shop. It means sweet root, but some say it's just plain gross.
Not my type, just a weird taste to it, not something that I would buy.
While some people's tongues won't tolerate the taste, certain forms of licorice are in high demand.
Our biggest seller in the store for licorice is Red Vines, created in 1920, and we sell both the black and the red.
Powell's Candy Shop in Clovis says licorice attracts older people, making them feel like kids in a candy shop.
The older people come in and they are looking for a specific licorice, and if they don't get it, if it's not there, they get a little upset. So we always try to make sure it's in stock.
My grandmother used to give me little hard licorices when I was a kid, so I've liked licorice ever since.
But the kids in the shop stay away.
If it's a red licorice, you know, they're going to smile and it's going to be pleasant. But if they get a black licorice they're not ready for, it can be a little overwhelming for them.
It doesn't discriminate. It comes in everything, from lollipops to soda pop. For the true licorice lover, it even comes in a drink. Moxie, it reads distinctively different, and that's probably the best way to describe the taste. The drink inspired by old medicine, sipping to health, curing coughs and sore throats. But licorice experts say the one thing it can't cure is a broken heart. The candy isn't just in stores, it's becoming the face of music. Meet the Fresno Licorice Pimps.
He came up with the name Licorice. I'll leave it there.
While we weren't let in on the group's inside joke,
I guess we're purveyors of selling candy. Sweet things.
we were told the group does actually like licorice, as do many others, all taking a bite in honor of National Licorice Day. In Clovis, Christina Lusby, KC24 News.
I don't think she liked that licorice drink.
No, she actually made us think about it in the newsroom too, but she did bring us back a bag full of those colored.
The good and plenty.
Yes, and they were so good.
Yeah, and red, I love red licorice.
And the black
I can do
too.
that one.
Yeah.
All right, that's our program for today. Thanks for joining us.
Have a great evening. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.